Good afternoon. Kind of feeling a little deja vu right now. I'm hoping you guys can actually hear me. Just had a bit of an audio fluff up, as we do. It's not uncommon here, but what was uncommon is I actually had somebody to catch me here this time. So thank you for that, Six Chat. Yeah, one of our chatters, he was like, "Hey, dude, you're talking, I can't hear you." So I think we're all good now, but you didn't miss much. You missed about 5 minutes of me rambling on like I always do. So we're going to do it better this time. It's going to be even more rambly. So yeah, kind of matches the day we've been having. I went into a little bit on the last time I did this 5 minutes ago, but woke up this morning in a bit of a haze. Did not really even realize that it was Monday today. That's how out of touch I kind of am with my day job right now. I haven't been enough to do there to the point where I actually know which day is a weekday and which day is a weekend. And some reason I woke up and I was just sure that it was Sunday still. It took me a good probably 15-20 minutes to figure out that it wasn't the weekend. But yeah, when I woke up, I really didn't have any ideas for what I was going to do for coffee chat today. Didn't even get around to making my coffee this morning. But I did have an episode queued up already for Hogwarts Legacy that I've been meaning to do for a couple days. So instead of doing coffee chat first, I ended up doing an episode of Hogwarts Legacy, and that should be going up on YouTube in the next hour or so. Probably right after I finish that, I'll get that up onto YouTube. But yeah, just didn't really have a lot on my mind that, some days I wake up and I'm just I've got some stuff and I want to talk about it, or, something that happened on YouTube or something like that, or in chat. We did a really long stream the other night. We've kind of been I've been breaking my rule on the 1 hour streams recently, and with regular games, I've been doing pretty good. I keep the Hogwarts Legacy and Disney Speedstorm. Has been a while since we've been Disney Speedstorm. I think probably this week I need to get at least one episode of that in for the new content before it disappears. But yeah, I keep those at 60 minutes pretty easily. But when it does come to, hey, how's it going, sad boy? When it comes to World of Warcraft recently, we have been breaking our 1 hour rule quite a bit because we've just been having a lot of fun. Been enjoying talking with people in chat. They've been a lot of information that I just don't have. A lot of stuff about the lore of World of Warcraft. And I get so into it that I look at the clock and it's been 2 hours, 3 hours. And so we have been getting some long streams. I'm still not really sure what we're going to do going forward. I did have the idea of, in OBS you have a stream button and you have a recording button, because I record all my stuff locally as well, so I don't have to download it from Twitch. But I always could just hit the stop recording button and keep everybody in chat there that's hanging out without booting them out, because I guess Twitch boots you out if you stop streaming, which is what I was doing at the beginning. I would do a hard cut and then get a new title card ready and go to another episode. But yeah, if people are hanging out, I don't really want to boot everybody out, so I think I might just stop the recording. You might have to deal with me doing my opening again, because I do like having the opening for the YouTube viewers, just as people that see the channel for the first time and stuff. I think it's good to have an intro and episode card and things like that. But yeah, I also don't really know. I uploaded a 4-hour video yesterday for the first of our WoW Classic series. We had a really fun stream. It was really cool. Yuki joined in quite a bit. She was causing chaos as she does, but the good type of chaos, as I always say. Some panda chaos happened. She had her panda mask on again. We spilt some water. We talked about a lot of stuff that was really fun. But when we looked at the clock, it was like 4 a.m. or so. We did go like 4 hours. So I called it a bear-sized episode because I am playing a dwarf hunter who's looking for a bear friend. I haven't found a bear friend yet, but I am going to have a bear to hang out with pretty soon as I can find one. But yeah, so we have a ton of content on the channel that is 1 hour right now, so I'm gonna see how the video does for the 4 hour one. Looking at it currently, it looks like, let's see, I uploaded it last night, 19 hours ago. It's got like 67 views now, so it is getting some views, but I did notice that like the watch length had gone up quite a bit. A lot of times the time people stayed engaged is pretty low. People click on it, and, I'm guilty of the same thing on YouTube. I click on it, I think maybe I'll watch that later, or maybe I think I hated that, I don't want to watch anymore. But yeah, it looked like most people were sticking around for about 20 minutes or so, which is a lot higher than the 1 hour videos that I've been doing. I don't know if that was just a coincidence. Maybe I was more lively that day. We did have a lot of cool people in chat that day. We had a lot of people interacting. One of my developer buddies just happened to join the chat. He's a former character artist at Ubisoft, so we took a look at some of his stuff that he's working on. He does some projects online and stuff, so we're looking at some of his stuff during the stream. A lot of fun. Yuki hung out, spilt some water. We got the water cleaned up, so that was good. But we also did a tour of Yuki's room, so if anybody's interested in what Yuki's streaming room is going to look like, it's, I would say, like maybe 80% done at this point. She took the cell phone cam over there because I use the Epoch cam so I can stream, and she gave us a self-guided tour of her new streaming area that she's setting up in the room over there. But yeah, cool stream, 4 hours long, so if anybody wants to have something to go to sleep with, hopefully my voice is soothing enough that I can send you off to the dream world. Just make sure you leave your video running when you do it, so I can get some watch time hours. The goal is to get to 4,000 hours of watch time on YouTube. Obviously, I'm looking to eventually get monetized on YouTube. It's going to be a while, but basically in 365 days, it has to be the most recent 365 days. You have to get 4,000 watch hours, and you have to get up to 1,000 subscribers. The subscriber one still seems pretty daunting right now. I still haven't advertised my channel yet. I think once I can get these coffee chats up to current day where I can just film it and put it right up, I think at that point that's when I start advertising. But I'm kind of fighting the fact that when you drop a lot of content all at once, it does seem like people don't watch it very much. I think they kind of get overwhelmed. I did one day where I dropped 3 or 4 coffee chats at the same time in succession, and those are probably some of my lower viewed episodes. So I think I gotta kind of I've been doing one of each series each day, so I still have been doing 3 or 4 videos a day on YouTube, but kind of spacing it out. And at some time we will go wide with it. I do have some collaborations I'm working on too. I've approached some people that are quite a bit bigger than me, and I have gotten a couple responses back, so I am hoping that those pan out. Just a couple select people that I think kind of align well with the stuff I'm doing here. Oh, monorail. Other side for you guys, monorail. Oh yeah, huh. I point over there, so I guess I'm flipped. I mean, am I mirrored? That's weird. Didn't think about that. But yeah, apparently I'm flipped, and if I point that way, I'm actually pointing that way on screen. Okay, so I'll point this way next time. But yeah, it's a really windy day out today. We were getting a lot of rain on the window here. It was so windy, so I closed the window up. I am gonna go play tennis tonight indoor, so that will be fun. Don't have to deal with the wind. The tennis is already hard enough. When you add the wind in, it's just not very enjoyable at all. So hopefully I don't come back with a big ice pack on my arm or something like that, but I will be streaming tonight. We will get that in. Gonna see how the short for me is like 60 minutes and long form like the 4-hour ones do. If the 4-hour ones do like really good, you know, maybe we'll do some long while streams. Otherwise we'll do some cuts, but just kind of figuring it out as we go. One thing did pop out that I wanted to check in. Let me get you guys inside the studio here. Sorry to keep you out in the cold for so long. If you notice, the screen there is a little bit different than normal. That's the Xbox dashboard, something I have not seen in a long time because, well, this console will turn off. Well, you know what? I have it right here, so I can keep it from doing that. Don't turn off, please. I was just talking about you. I wonder if it was because I said Xbox. Is it listening? Yeah, I think the last thing I really played a lot of on there was Assassin's Creed Odyssey, trying to finish that beast of a game. I did not get super far in the story, but I think I played 120 hours of it, so it's just too big at that point, I think. But yeah, we got the Xbox plugged into the Elgato. Just wanted to kind of make sure that it does work. I have tested the Switch. I've been streaming on the PS5, but I haven't touched my Xbox for a long time, Xbox Series X. But there is a game that got reviewed today that if I do play it, I probably should play it on Xbox because I think it will be it will perform better. Since I'm running OBS and everything and playing games on the same machine, it's very possible that I might get some slowdown. I played some Delta Force with Sad Boy the one time, and it was a choppy mess. It did not look very good. I have changed some of my stream settings since then, so that might have been the case. I was mirroring my game screen onto that big TV. I no longer do that anymore just because it's just not good for streaming. It does make it slower. Even WoW was getting a little bogged down by it. That is another thing I probably should mention about the one that we filmed the other night. So the series that we just started, the 4-hour one, let's just go ahead and look at the channel stuff first since we're talking about that now. This is the one I'm referring to here. I took my crack at making a YouTube thumbnail, more YouTuber-esque thumbnail. Yuki really thinks that the pictures and stuff should be a lot bigger, which they probably should. I'm not really a person that likes to see my picture very much. We did have a Yuki takeover on this episode though, so she took the main spot there, and I'm off to the side. Called it a bear-sized 4-hour episode, but yeah, this episode, I did notice one small technical thing when I watched it. Two things actually. So World of Warcraft Classic is a different client entirely than retail, and up until now I've only recorded retail on screen. So it's I had some settings at the beginning that caused me to get some slowdown, but I've since resolved that. It was mainly the render scaling. Well, not only that, I originally my first few episodes like Lore Master and stuff, I recorded it at like 4K, crazy resolution, and then the rendering scale was also set to the same. I have since changed that. I dropped down the render scale to 1920 by 1080. And I didn't realize that for Classic I'm gonna have to redo all those setting changes. So the first episode, it's not bad as far as like quality. Turn off the volume here. You can see here it's YouTube wants to load up. Uh-oh, did I pay my internet bill? I sure hope so. Yeah, as you can see here, like, it's mainly when I'm doing a lot of turning and stuff. I can see like a little bit of choppiness. Yeah, you can see it here. Still very watchable, fun episode, but I have gone ahead and into the client and switched the render scale, so should be less choppy next time. Yeah, that right there, you can really see it. That it's the turning of the camera that really gets bogged down. But we did a 4-hour episode for it, so yeah, that's gonna stay as is. Just do better next time. But yeah, the other issue was we did a portion later on in the episode after Yuki showed up. She came towards. Yeah, this is her hanging out with a panda mask in the bottom. She likes to surprise me with the. But yes, we were talking even about Sonic on stream. But yeah, she showed up, and then we did a room tour of her room. I won't show it all here because you guys can check it out in the video. But she's showing her streaming setup here, and to do that, I had to give her a microphone as well, so she could talk in the other room. And I forgot to turn it off afterwards, so like past this point in the video, there's like a slight echo on some of the stuff. He's got Deadpool there. But yeah, I'll let you guys enjoy that on your own. That's on YouTube now. If not a little bit choppy and a little bit doubled up on the vocals for the last 10 minutes or so. It's a fun episode. We'll see how it does. But yeah, funny enough, like the ones that are doing the best, I think my best episode so far is... Where is it? Yeah, for some reason, the Worgen Warrior episode 2 in particular is at like 334 views from upload 3 days ago. I don't know what it is about that one that got so many. I wish I could crack the formula because I'd like to know and I'd like to repeat it, but I don't know. But I have seen an uptick in views overall, which feels good since I haven't really advertised anything yet. Just hoping when we do advertise it'll be even better. But yeah, as I said, we are going to be doing some collaborations hopefully too. But yeah, let's get on to what I wanted to talk about here and why I booted up my Xbox today. Not sure. I have not watched this yet, so it's possible we're going to watch this and they're going to say it's a horrible game, and I'll make the decision. I always make my own decision on that stuff. I don't totally trust anybody on things, but I'll see the telltale signs if it's not looking too hot in the video. So we're gonna watch this and make a decision on whether we're gonna do some Avowed this week on the channel. It looks like it comes out on Xbox in 2 days. I think it's already out on PC, but let me kill this. This is a GameSpot review, so I'm just gonna kind of, I don't know if we'll watch all of it. It's possible we might, but just enough to where I can figure out if I want to play this game or not. In a similar way
to how Obsidian's The Outer Worlds played very closely to a spacefaring Fallout, Avowed sticks closely to the sensibilities of the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Its fantasy world isn't as expansive and seamlessly stitched together, but you'll be forgiven for confusing the two.
Just on first inspection here, like this looks a lot higher fidelity than I thought it was. I really don't know very much about the game other than it's a Microsoft game, but they've been pushing it really hard on Battle.net recently. Every time you log into Battle.net, it's up there on the front page, and so it's been on my mind a little bit, and it had piqued my interest in some developer showcase or something a while back. But yeah, these look really great. Yeah, it's a bit stylized, but the barrels don't look so good though. Yeah, I'll look at more. I'm not going to get nitpicky yet, but yeah, they've been pushing it on Battle.net. It's really weird because like Battle.net is usually, in my mind, it's still a Blizzard thing. But when you look at it now, it's a lot of stuff like Avowed, and I had to take a minute to see if Blizzard was actually involved in it, which they're not.
at a glance, especially
Everybody's
when you're
owned by
engaged in its
everybody now.
first-person combat. Avowed lifts some of the best aspects of the seminal
Yeah, it looks a lot
RPG
like
and improves
Skyrim.
them, especially when it comes to its refined combat. These changes extend to a move away from traditional leveling in favor of a gear-focused approach, as well as the option to experiment with wild weapon combinations. But not all of Avowed experiments
Oh, they
are
have guns,
successes,
huh?
leading to an uneven role-playing adventure
interest.
that surprises as much as it frustrates.
Frustrates, okay. 30 hours. So I'm guessing this person finished the game. I do have to start taking into consideration like how long things would finish if I am going to do them, because when it comes to single player experiences and things like that, I do plan on rolling credits on everything that I do have on my channel, unless it just turns out to be a total stinker and me and people watching are just not having fun with it, then we would stop. But like, for example, with Hogwarts Legacy, now we will see credits. It's going to be a long time. That one's going to be a lot of episodes. But if this is 30 hours, I guess 30 episodes or so, if I decide to play it. I am kind of slow, though, so I might go slower. What is up with the frame rate here? Is that a YouTube
play
thing?
as
Or?
one of the godless, a select few kissed by the grace of a god at
720p.
birth and left with some distinct and sometimes frightening facial features to show for it. On a mission from a distant monarch whose influence within the living lands has many of its inhabitants up in arms, your job is to track down the source of a plague that's turning the land's people into mindless, bloodthirsty creatures before it manages to make it back home. Although it is set in the same universe as Pillars of Eternity, Avowed does a good job of immediately siloing you into an area that requires little knowledge
it's cool
of
that
what
they're
is
doing
happening
like
across
some
the ocean, but
unique...
it does reference some historical
is that
events from time to time. Avowed
Is that
makes
like a
strong
dude from Under the
initial
Water? That's
impression,
kind of
quickly
cool.
establishing your godless
That's
status,
beautiful.
but with the odd quirk of being the first not to know which god chose you. This isn't the main purpose of your mission, but that changes after a surprising event in the early hours of with equally
I'm gonna
serious
skip. I don't want them
around you
to
and
tell me
dictate
too
some
much about the
directions
story.
story goes, and these do manifest in some interesting ways. A character I saved from a cell, albeit with more
Skip.
They're far more exciting in what
I'm
they
more
bring
concerned
to the
in like the
experience
gameplay
in terms of
and
combat
the
and abilities, but never manage to
world
drum up
and
the
stuff.
same interest in their backstories and evolving relationship with your character.
Okay, you can have a book in one hand and a gun in the other, so you're gonna bless them and then shoot them in the face. I like it.
Getting around in Avowed is surprisingly satisfying thanks to a keen sense of verticality to exploration.
Oh wow,
It
a lot
leverages a
faster
simple
than
yet effective platforming system that
I would
lets you
think.
reliably make daring jumps and last-ditch lunges
this looks really
towards
nice,
an
though.
inviting ledge to mantle up onto. This is
little
emphasized by
brown.
some straightforward but nonetheless fun platforming
Everything is
puzzles
brown.
strewn around the map.
During the
often with
360
either
era,
interesting loot or great
everything was
views at the
brown,
end.
like in
Avowed
Gears of
eschews
War
the janky
and all those
platforming of
games,
its
but
influences with something
they
that
got-
feels more purposeful,
here looks better,
and its world
yeah.
is designed incredibly well to support
a lot of
it.
stuff
This
does
sense
fall
of
in that same
refinement
color
translates to
spectrum,
Avowed's
though.
combat, which again feels like an improvement over its clear influences. You're offered a variety of options when building your offensive arsenal, from standard swords and shields to dual-wielding magical grimoires and elemental muskets. Avowed entices experimentation with numerous weapons by offering two loadouts that can be swapped between at any time, letting you switch from up-close slashes
two
to
loadouts?
ranged
Okay, that's
spellcasting
cool.
with the press of a button.
That's
Action
nice,
feels
because
crunchy and impactful
I like-
too. An axe feels
I
like
like
it's burying itself
spellcasting
into
and
the
I like
enemies
bow
at the
and arrow.
unfortunate end
So
of your
if I could
swings,
do
while
both,
magical
that's pretty
explosions
awesome.
shower the screen with eye-catching effects that emphasize their power. Slight pauses when executing powerful finishes once you've whittled down an
And
enemy's
so far, this is looking
options when
really good to
constructing a
me.
viable class. Instead of scaling enemies with traditional numerical levels, foes are instead defined by the tier of gear they're wearing. In order to take on more challenging enemies, which come thick and fast as you progress from one hub to another, you need to continually
Combat
upgrade
looks
your
really
equipment.
fun.
The big problem is just how scarce most crafting materials are, pleading with you to upgrade your armor and weapons to survive. It turns the impactful combat into drawn-out skirmishes where you're vulnerable to a quick flurry of attacks while slowly chipping away at an enemy. Large groups become incredibly dangerous when even just one or two enemies are a few gear levels above your own.
Okay.
Fails to wrap this
I
in
think
a
I've
captivating tale with
probably
a satisfying
seen enough
conclusion. It's an
to
experience
decide that I'm definitely. Is that a rifle? Do you get a rifle
that
too?
routinely swaps between
Oh, yeah,
exhilarating
nice,
moments
rifle.
and frustrating slogs, and often leans towards the latter the closer you get to the game's climax.
That's cool.
Avowed might present
Their dwarfs look good. I mean, they look Looks like they style their beards and stuff. Very vain dwarfs, but cool nonetheless. But yeah, that looks cool. I've got Game Pass, so that's one reason that it's kind of not too hard of a choice to make. I think it's piqued my interest enough that I'll probably at least try it out on the channel. I don't really want to do like play tests before I stream it. But I have been thinking about adding a different category to my YouTube channel. As you'll see right here in the playlist area, check these out here. All the different playlists lists I have, it's either game dev plays, game dev update, or game dev chat. So just to kind of steer people into the content that they want. I'm thinking though, I kind of want a more casual gaming category as well, because when I do these, obviously World of Warcraft is my main thing here. I kind of have the rule that I need to do at least one World of Warcraft stream every single day. Just doing one Hogwarts Legacy video or something like that does not make me done for the day. I want to play. Myself, I have a big plan of all the stuff I'm going to do in games. So if I'm not moving closer to that goal, I'm just not satisfied. So that's my main thing. But I do want to have kind of like a more casual category as well, because the ones I put in here, like Hogwarts Legacy, this is a game that I've played before, and I know that I want to roll in credits on it. WoW is life. Yes, WoW is life. And I don't know, Sukjat, if you were able to catch the video I did the other day, this one here, this channel content roadmap. I pulled a Kevin Feige and laid out exactly where I'm going with which expansion at what time with what characters and stuff. It was pretty hilarious. It wasn't until like halfway through the video that I realized I was doing a Kevin Feige. But yeah, it's pretty funny. But yeah, if you'll notice in there, we've got like a lot of things I want to do. So if I'm not moving closer to that, I don't feel good. I can't get sleep. I want to wake up and play some more. I'm just like super excited about it. My time off, I've been reading a lot of WoW stuff, online. I've been listening to audiobooks. I've got some hardcover books in the mail for Azeroth lore that I'm going to be using in some edited videos that I'm going to be doing. Watching a lot of YouTube videos as well, seeing how other creators do things. Some tricks I really got to figure out, because like I was watching, I believe it was Platinum WoW or the one, it's like WoW Jedi or something like that. It's mixing World of Warcraft and Star Wars, but it's a good channel as well. I wish I had its actual name so I could recommend that you go check out their videos. But watching some of his videos, and somehow he's able to pan the camera within the dungeon in wide shots, almost from like a developer point of view. Like, because in developer mode, Jedi Warlock, yeah, that's him. Yeah, I like his videos a lot. They're really cool. Even before I was streaming, I was watching a bunch of his stuff. But yeah, he must have some tools or something, or I don't know if he's on a different client of the game, like maybe a test client or something. But in game dev, usually we're in fly mode like that, and we can pan the camera and fly wherever we want. But obviously, I don't have that ability inside the dungeons. And on my roadmap of content of stuff that I want to do, I want to do edited content that, something similar to like Jedi Warlock does, or a Platinum WoW. I put my own spin on it though. I definitely want it to be something unique, and like if you watch their stuff, I want mine to kind of fit in a bit of a different category. But the thing I want to do is I want to have every WoW dungeon that's ever been made and is still accessible. I'd like to do a deep lore dive into each one of them, like in order kind of, and just have a playlist on my channel for that. And then eventually I'd like to do that for raids, and even if it goes well, try to do that for all the zones, like 15-20 minute videos or so. But I probably need some more tools to be able to do that, because I don't know how you would go about getting some of the angles that they get. I know Platinum WoW, they use a lot of the probably Narcissus, where you can use your dress up your character and make them do different animations and stuff. But gonna have to do some research into that. But games like WoW's our big thing here, but things like Hogwarts Legacy, I do plan on rolling credits on that because I'm just sure I want to finish that game. So for that, I make a bunch of channel graphics. We do borders. I try to get the fonts and everything, so everything looks cool. But it does make it a lot more time consuming because, for example, like in OBS, if I update my stream date for World of Warcraft on screen, that's in my World of Warcraft font. So if I'm doing a Hogwarts Legacy video on the same day, I have to update that there too, and it's just more getting in and out of Photoshop. Platinum WoW is great. They've been around a long time. They're so funny too, the way the cuts they do. I don't think mine would be like, I love that stuff, but I don't have the confidence that I could be as funny as they are, so I don't plan on doing any of that, the funny stuff that they do on screen with the characters. And there's a couple other really good ones too that I like a lot, but I would probably do more WoW dungeons from a game developer's perspective, but like maybe like 10%, 15%, maybe 20% game dev thinking and stuff, where it pops up and I feel like I can add to the conversation. But 80% just like, I want to stop and look at like all the character models. I want to stop and look at all the, like just last night in the Emerald Nightmare raid that I ran solo, I found this chest upstairs, and it, like, I was in first person camera, so I was able to appreciate it. And you go to open it up and it has this really cool animation where all like these tentacles and stuff snap around and all this ooze pops out of the front and then it clicks over. And I just wonder like how many players have actually really appreciated that stuff, because everybody plays so zoomed out. And as I've seen from 5mans recently, people like don't even look at the bosses. They're dead in a second. But yeah, we found some like cool mobs yesterday too that there's like these big lanky dudes in there that if you stop and watch them for a little bit, they sniff their armpits and then they like gag on it. Just like funny stuff like that. And like I think that is like what makes WoW so interesting, just the character it has and the funny jokes and stuff like that. So there's a lot more of that I haven't even seen, because usually I'm in a group too and I can't really focus on that stuff. So I'd like to be able to go through and make playlists of all the different dungeons, and take a minute to open up the adventure guide, look at the why each boss is there, what they're doing, probably supplement it with stuff from the WoW guides. I ordered 4, I forget what they're called. It's like the history of World of Warcraft from the beginning up, and I think there's 4 volumes now, hardcover editions. So I will have those to work off as a base. I have every collector's edition art book all the way up through, I don't have Dragonflight and War Within, but I have all the rest, so I can bring those on stream as well, and kind of make it more just let's stop and appreciate these cool places, because a lot of them, you never know which one is going to get a rework. I have that feeling about my main character, my main Blood Elf Hunter. I feel like her homeland might be going through some big changes really soon. Burning Crusade stuff is now like the oldest stuff in the game for the most part, since Cataclysm kind of redid all of vanilla. And it sounds like for the Midnight expansion, the capital there, the Blood Elf capital, is going to be a major part of it. And there's a lot of rumors that they are going to redo large portions of that. That's not like inside info. That's just like YouTube knowledge I have from other YouTubers I watch and people that follow patch notes and developer interviews and things like that. And if that's the case, like I want to kind of capture a lot of that stuff before it changes. Sorry, my playlist ended here. We'll start it again. That's the opening music. I don't want to use that. Yeah, everything. I'm so picky about that type of stuff. I need to generate some more Suno tracks. You're one person who's in my chat quite often, Six Chat. When it comes to WoW playthroughs, do you prefer to have music like this on in the background while I'm playing, or do you want to have music in just like the intros and then switch over to the WoW music? Originally I was definitely for only in the intros, but the few times that I have left it on during the stream, I don't know, I feel like maybe I had more fun. Just got kind of more of a chill vibe. Obviously there's some areas where I would want to have real WoW music, but like if we're just doing random questing and stuff, I'm wondering if maybe I should use more music. This is kind of the theme of my channel, this type of music, so it would be stuff like this. It's not going to be copyright ridden stuff, and I would probably keep it in this same genre. I have like my morning playlist, my afternoon time music, and then I have my nighttime music, so depending on the time of day. But I think I might generate some more tracks, and if people aren't against it, I might try doing some more of that in the background, just to kind of make a chill vibe. I don't know. Well, looking back at the videos, I think it was kind of nice to have the music on. I know when Yuki is here and we're hanging out, it's better for us to have some music going rather than just WoW music. Can always mix it up. Yeah, music, intros, outros, WoW music during gameplay. But yeah, cool. No, I take your thoughts into account for sure. I'm still figuring out what I want as well. It's kind of like you say, kind of mix it up and see what's what. There are times though, like when I want to hear like this. If you go through the gates of Stormwind, you want to hear that kicking in. If you're in a raid, you want to hear the cool raid music that they made. I was watching another channel today, and it's a husband and wife couple. I think the husband's from the UK and the wife is American. They live in the UK. I'm really bad at channel names. Let me look off screen because I feel bad talking about them but not saying what their actual names are. It's one I've been watching quite a bit. I've even been looking at their podcasts because I like their stuff. Let's see, Talcine and Ivitil. Let me pull it on screen so you guys can see it too. This is a real cool channel. I like their stuff a lot. As you can see, I've watched a lot of their videos. I think the video, this one here today, they were playing a lot of the music from Undermined, and I was surprised. It's like a lot of saxophone music and stuff. Big band, really cool music that is coming up in some of those. So stuff like that I definitely want to catch. So yeah, I don't know. It may be a thing of just like, if I'm in a zone, like I was in a zone the other night on Classic with the Classic playthrough that we're doing, and the music was just kind of non-existent. They were, it's the tundra and stuff, and they don't want very much music, so felt kind of necessary to have it at that time, but we'll see. We'll take it as we go. You can always feel free to remind me though if you're like, hey, I take requests. If you're in chat and you're like, hey, I wanna listen to some WoW music, just let me know. Probably do a little bit of both though for the time being. But yeah, so we had our channel breakdown and stuff. I don't think I saw any other stories that looked too interesting other than Avowed. I do think I'll try Avowed on stream, but oh, you know what? Unfinished thought. I was building up to something and I didn't finish it. Luckily, my brain caught it, but I was saying that I want to have like another category of games, because when it's a game I'm going to end credits with, I'm going to see the end credits for, I make a lot of overlays and kind of make it customized a lot, but there's a lot of times when I just want to play some random game for a little bit, and it's not going to be something that maybe it's something I've already started a long time ago and just want to play a little bit more of that I'd like to stream. So I probably want to keep that stuff in its own category, just so it's kind of I'm not getting people there thinking that I'm going to be streaming that game every day. But yeah, I'm probably going to do some of that as well. And also just like, sometimes I just want to sit down and play some games without having to do a bunch of channel art and stuff before and prep for it. So there are some other games that I probably will bring on stream, but there are probably things that will just be there short term. So yeah, expect that in the future. Other news, taking one more look, but I briefly looked at it when I came through. Yeah, the new, I'm behind on Elden Ring. I have 100%ed Elden Ring. I did, I think I did like new game plus 7 or so. Yeah, I did like a lot, but I have not dove in the extra stuff. Oh, my throat is really becoming annoying here. Just not healing the way I want it to. Usually a little bit the ways in, it just gets a little hoarse like this. But yeah, Ubisoft revenues decline. Yeah, that's why Ubisoft studios are closing. I think Tencent will probably be owning them pretty soon. I don't know though, maybe they'll get turned off by all of these. Maybe they'll look at them and say they don't want them anymore. A lot of talented people making their games though. It's just a shame that things are not going well over there. A lot of controversy with Assassin's Creed Shadows stuff. Probably should have done the Japan setting a lot sooner, before Ghost of Tsushima did it so well. Okay, let's look at one piece of art to close out today, because I've got some other, I need to get a couple videos up to YouTube, and then I'm gonna get on some WoW. Want to go ahead and I want to do some WoW Classic and some WoW Retail tonight, so I'm gonna split my time between the two after tennis. But I think I'll probably get one stream in before tennis too. Okay, let's just pick a random artist, whatever catches our attention. Maybe we'll get some Avowed stuff since that's a release. A lot of times we're embargoed until our games release, and then they have they give you permission to start showing stuff. Seeing any Avowed here though. We already looked at this. I'm a huge Stitch fan, so I think we did probably 15 minutes on looking at Stitch here. That was an awesome post. Yeah, just looking for something to catch my... I mean, this is all amazing stuff, but looking for something that's really grabbing me here. What is this? Ancient Half-Dragon Necromancer Lich. Recently worked on a 3D model of a Necromancer Lich. Okay, so this is a personal project. Oh wow, he's really categorized himself, just specifically stylized. But hey, he does it well. Let's see, Seva Burrs. Yeah, looks like he's mainly doing stylized stuff. Although maybe a little bit of pixel art too. No affiliation that I see. Oh wow. Yeah, I love how vibrant the colors are. I mean, this is obviously he's taken a lot of influence from World of Warcraft, as you should if you're a stylized artist. Yeah, it's cool. Seeing things like this really makes me wonder what a WoW 2 would look like. But at the same time, like, I don't want to segment the player base. I don't want there to be... Yeah, because we already went through that with EverQuest 1. I was a huge EverQuest 1 fan, and then EverQuest 2 came out probably way too early, and just cut that player base in half, and then nobody really got taken care of well. Now look at the edge wear on the side. A lot of times you can, I would guess as a stylized artist, he probably does most of that by hand. There's a lot of procedural stuff you can do in painter, where you can identify edges, and then it will do some base wear and tear on the edges for you, and then you can kind of make edits from there and paint stuff in. It's crazy because like back in my day when I started, we didn't have that. We painted everything in by hand. There was a lot more photo bashing when I got started in the industry. Actually pulling in pictures of rust and things like that, lassoing out that rust and then putting that on top of your vehicles and things like that. But now Painter has made everything. It's a lot more interactive, a lot more fun too, really. I've never really done stylized art in 3D. Somehow I early got stuck into the realistic stuff, probably because my first game as an artist was Call of Duty Ghosts, and then from there just the work that I was hired for was stylized. But I would really like to do some stylized pieces at some point. I did some student work, but at that time I didn't know very much. It is beautiful though. Yeah, the detail. I love these edges. Like, so much thought and work goes into getting these sculpted to have these nice clear edges. You want some edges to be really defined, and then you want other places to be a little softer. But yeah, very, very awesome work, especially when it holds up this close. It would be cool to see. I kind of just wish we could just get our, best case scenario, it would never happen because I don't think it would be technically possible, but get like a Tomb Raider remastered type situation where you can press a button at any time to toggle between old graphics and new graphics, and be able to go to the Undercity and like see this level of art in there. The art that's in there is great, but it's just 20 years old, so it would be cool to see it. I don't think we'll ever get it, but yeah, a lot of times when you put the matte cap material on there, you can really see the hard work that goes into the edges. Great portfolio piece. Yeah, I would hire this guy if I was in an interview with him. Very cool. Yeah, so he did a bunch of individual props to go on the Necromancer too. Cool stuff. Well, I'm feeling kind of inspired seeing this. I kind of wish I could do some 3D right now, but no, I'm gonna get in game and gonna get a couple YouTube uploads done, and then I will get probably do WoW retail first. Might end up doing like 3 streams tonight, like a couple WoW retail and then at least one episode of WoW Classic. I need to get to my Worgen Warrior tonight. I was gonna do it last night and we just didn't get to it, but I think we'll do a Worgen Warrior episode, and then also we'll check in with our Dwarf Hunter and see if his frame rate issue is fixed, which it should be. But yeah, thanks everybody for stopping by. Appreciate the chat. Super appreciate SickJet there for catching my first broadcast that had no audio. You're a lifesaver for that. I would have realized it right when I stopped the video, because I always check right after I stop them. But thank you for that. But yeah, I'm gonna go play some tennis tonight too, so hopefully I don't hurt myself. I will make sure that my mouse and keyboard hands at least stay okay to play. Even if I pop out my shoulder or something, at least I'll be able to be like this and still typing and playing WoW. So yeah, have a good one, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and let the orc take us out here. After a view of Japan, of course. Gotta have a view. Looks like the sun's gonna be going down pretty soon, so it's starting to look pretty cool out there. Everybody have a good night. If I don't see you today, if you're watching this in segments or you're just not around at that time, I will be back again, probably earlier than this. It's a little late for coffee chat. I might be up all night drinking coffee now. All right, have a good night, guys.